One question that I've been asked a few times throughout the years has been, how do I improve my ability to talk in front of other people? How do I improve my public speaking? And for me personally, I've been fortunate enough to have engaged in a number of activities throughout the years that involve talking in front of a lot of people. When I was a lot younger, like in elementary, middle school or so, I was involved in like a presentation activities classes through local community programs that had me talking in front of a lot of people. I'm in like latter high school, early college. I was like talking in front of people on a weekly basis through church-related activities, and then obviously in higher education, academia, presentations and all the stuff that kind of comes with it there. And then I've been asked, throughout the years, how do I improve my ability to talk in front of other people? And I like to think that maybe that means because they thought that I was at least somewhat decent at it. But in terms of advice, the advice that I would typically give to those people was one, first and foremost, know your content, right? This is assuming that you have stuff worth saying. I'm assuming for sake of discussion here that what you're talking about is, contributing to discussion, it is worthwhile, people want to hear to some degree. So assuming that you got, good content that people want to hear, first tip is definitely know your content. You want to know what forward and back, you want to know what up and down, left to right, because you're going to be in a position, in a place where you're going to be a little bit more nervous, a little bit more antsy probably, because you'd be in front of people and you don't want your lack of comfortability with what you're saying to just add to the problem of being nervous. Second tip would be to anticipate audience responses. Now, this could be in the form of questions. If this is some sort of a public speaking engagement where maybe the audience can ask you something, you want to anticipate your questions. You want to have a response already formulated in the back of your mind so you can respond to that question. That'll give you confidence in what you're talking about. And also not just questions, but also body language and facial expressions. You want to anticipate how people might look, how they might behave when they're watching you from the audience. There were a couple times throughout the years where I'd be given some advice to a guy or two before they went up and spoke in front of people, and I was telling them, you're going to be up there, and because of the nature of the discussion of the conversation of why they were going up there, I was like, you're going to probably be getting some like focused looks. People are probably going to be like, just like intently looking at you, thinking through what you're talking about. And I would tell them, you want to realize that that's going to be there, and that doesn't mean that they're judging you, but it means that they're thinking about what you're talking about. Third tip would definitely be to be relaxed. And I'm not sure what that necessarily looks like for you, but it could be exercising the day before, morning of. It could be, maybe breath control exercises, whatever it may be that you need to do to get yourself relaxed. You want to be relaxed going into a public speaking opportunity, public speaking time. And fourth and final tip would be you just got to do it a lot. There's no easy workaround for it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. The more you do it, the more you practice it, the more you know yourself in terms of how you respond and how you best talk in front of others, and the more comfortable you get with different audiences in front of different settings. So you just got to do it. And one thing that I would add too is a new environment often can make you a bit more nervous, even if you've been doing it for a long time. There were times where I'd talk in front of others a good bit throughout the years, where I'd be in a new environment in front of different people, and I'd be a little bit more nervous, a little bit more antsy, I guess. So if you are a solid public speaker, or you think you are, or maybe you're better in certain settings, just keep in the back of your mind that being in a new setting could definitely make you a little bit more nervous. So those are my 4 tips. I would say know your content forward, back, up, and down. Anticipate audience responses, if it's questions or body language or facial expressions. Be relaxed, whatever it takes for you to be able to do that. Exercise, breath exercises, and just do it a lot. A lot of it comes with practice. So that would be my advice to you. Hope this has been helpful for you.